Hi, Internet. Leon's back, and I'm going to do something a little different to start things off, actually. Um, so, originally, because this is going to be the start of my 8th game, and I wanted to do something special because 8 is very important to me. Um, Not to go into my entire life story, but at one point, while I was kind of in my. Well, okay, maybe just a brief abridge, I guess. So, I was born. I was a very selfish child, hurt a lot of people. Or well, as much as a kid can. But it was very rude. At one point, I ended up drowning out in an ocean. Um, Somehow that didn't kill me. Survived. Spent the next a while. I don't know, decade ish, trying to figure out what the hell happened and what I wanted to do with my life. Um, because honestly, like I should have died probably, but I felt like some kind of divine intervention had to have happened. So uh, dug around into a lot of different aspects, trying to figure out what has happened, what did happen, yada yada. Um, in the meantime, I dug into religion and like fantasy and magic and just kind of all possible scenarios, trying to find answers. I have some answers. I don't know if I'd ever be able to prove them to anyone other than myself, but I guess I have what I'm looking for. And during some of those times, certain things um, were going on, essentially, kind of like between me and my family. And in fact, during my high school years, me and my mother and stepfather, we really didn't get along that well at all. Um, and then there was a few other incidents that happened in my life, including being cheated on several times, having my heart broken, yada yada. Um, it was rough, and it took me a while to kind of get to this point where I feel confident, I feel somewhat funny, hopefully entertaining, and yada yada. Um, but kind of in between. So when I drowned out in the ocean, I was only 11 ish. So I couldn't even tell you why I did. I felt like I could take on the world, and me on a little boogie board thought I could go compete with big surfer kids. Well, that didn't turn out well. But I kind of had a whole new like life opener, eye opening experience from there. Uh, and then just all kinds of stuff happened. But as I was searching for answers at one point, um, the one thing that I've always had is gaming since I've been like 8. I've been gaming ever since. I might as well have a master's slash, not quite a doctorate. I guess that'd be the wrong category, but just I've been playing for so long. Um, and there's always been parts of me that have been consistent in my life. For some reason, the number 8, the fact that my favorite animal is lions. In fact, my last name Leonard, part of which I derive Leon from, means like a lion. Um, and just like one of my earliest series has been Final Fantasy. Um, and I know a lot of people always like to like make fun of games and whatnot, but like the thing is, when you're younger, when you find something that resonates with you, it becomes a part of you. Like it really does. Whether that's games, anime, sports, whatever you want to name it. Um, for me, it was the Final Fantasy series, along with games and just some other stuff. Um, and kind of one of the pivotal points before I took on before I had the GuardianLion name and like title, I guess. Before I came up with that, one key game happened, and it's probably the game that's changed my life the most, and it's probably one of the ones I've spent the most time on. Now, unfortunately, I've been trying all damn week to get this to work, but I can't. With what I have and what is available right now to me, I can't stream my PS Vita, so I'll just have to show it on the screen right now. Before my 8th game, originally, I wanted to do Dissidia Final Fantasy. Let me get this up here. Oh god, white screen. Can you like zoom, focus? There we go. Yeah, I wanted to do Dissidia Final Fantasy because During my high school years, I spent so much time on this, um, and it's crazy. And I mean, I haven't played it in a long time, but the City of Final Fantasy is one of the few games that I've ever just basically did everything in, and I got so good at it that even other people started to not want to fight against me anymore because I had learned everyone's like moves, all the characters' moves, when to dodge, when to block, when to anticipate what was coming, what options they could do. I had spent so much time. I literally ended up becoming like a god at this game, as someone called me, and I'm like, considering I was literally untouchable, yeah. And yeah, I've put so many hours, probably about uh, well, between because the City of Final Fantasy here, the City of Duodecim specifically, this one is actually a sequel slash prequel slash add on to the original Dissidia. And between the original and this one, I've probably put around 800 hours. I mean, hell, just in this one alone, apparently I've put 483 hours, 15 minutes, and 49 seconds. And I also haven't played this since summer 2011, I guess. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. Because senior year would have been crazy. But, you know, I hadn't played it in so long, and this was such a key defining moment, kind of my gaming career and just my life as a whole. Part of the reason why is because one of the characters, one of the heroes, Squall Leonhardt, is the protagonist of Final Fantasy VIII, and I had noticed so many similarities between me and him. Squall is pretty much my video game avatar. I'll admit it. And literally, I ended up becoming just untouchable with him, unbeatable as it was. Hold on, I'm trying to bring up records. Um, Trying to juggle. I'm looking at stats. I'm looking at this. But this game, the City of Duodecim, is a very long game, and it takes a long time to complete. But just so I have proof of record, if it'll ever show up. There you go, completed. I literally did everything. And there's a lot in this game. In fact, some of the things in this game are super like long and hard and tedious. Excuse me, including like two separate super bosses. One of which is against I don't even know what level he's at, but it's like a 5-on-1. You get 5 characters, and you got to defeat a super powerful version of one of the hardest characters, and it takes just so long. I probably won't be able to show it off for very long here, but um, so yeah, just like Squall ended up becoming like my video game avatar, um, and not just Squall, but the Warrior of Light, kind of to a degree too. So between Squall's title and the Guardian or Warrior of Light's title, excuse me, I ended up getting Warrior or GuardianLion. And there's a few other things that happened in my life that kind of just help feel that, but essentially, me picking the name GuardianLion came from uh, just me spending so much damn time playing Dissidia Duodecim. And then after a while, I ended up picking up Final Fantasy VIII and actually playing that from start to finish, 100%. Where's this damn map? I'm trying to find the gateway of that super crazy guy for you guys. I know he's nearby here. I just don't remember which one. This is all the way over there. That actually might be it. Hold on. I know what I'm talking about, I swear. No, that's not it. Well, I don't remember exactly where on the map he is, I guess, but yeah. So essentially, there was that fight. Um, there's like a whole labyrinth mode that has 99 floors, and you got to beat him again at the end of that. And he's not as hard as the like 5-on-1 super boss version, but he's no pushover either. There's also like a time attack trial and other stuff. Um, But yeah, I wanted to do Dissidia, do Odessum as my 8th game, just because of how special it is to me, and just whatnot. Cause like, for at first I wanted to do Final Fantasy 8, but for what it's worth, I don't know. I feel like that's the one game I'd rather just kind of keep my memories of to myself. As much fun as it could be to stream and have other people join in and whatnot, I feel like I want to keep that one just strictly to myself. And so I was planning on doing Dissidia, but I can't get my PS Vita to stream very well or at all. So can't do that either. So then I was thinking, all right, well then what am I gonna do? Well, in more recent years, a remake of an old game came out, and honestly, this game is kind of like comfort food to me. Um, so I've decided that this will be the game I'm doing. And for those of you watching, those of you watching on YouTube later, you're gonna know what it is because it'll already be in the title. But um, from today, I'm gonna be starting a. Hold on, I gotta switch over again. Switch.